This workout is designed to develop core strength and endurance, and in turn that will help with your posture. Ideally, you should aim to do each of the exercises for about 60 seconds with a 15 to 60 second rest between each exercise. This routine can also be done at the end of other workouts, for example a cardio workout or a general strength workout, so you can pick and choose which of these exercises work best for you at any time. Have a great day. This exercise is an alternate arm and leg raise. To begin with, start on your hands and knees in a tabletop position. From this position, you'll extend one arm and the opposite leg as far forward as you can with the arm, as far back as you can with the leg, and then replace them, and then the other side. To make this exercise a little bit harder, we'll perform it in a push-up position. To make it a little bit easier, you can have your feet a little bit wider apart. But once again, we'll extend one arm and one leg. Replace those, and the other side. It's a great core exercise, and you want to ensure that you keep your hips up in line with your shoulders. If you want to add a push-up between each extension, then that's a nice addition to the exercise. So there you have an alternate arm and leg extension, either in a tabletop or a high plank. Add a push-up if you want. This exercise is called hot hands, where we move from a high plank to a low plank. So starting with your hands underneath your shoulders, up on your toes, lower yourself down onto your forearms, and then push yourself back up onto your hands. In doing so, ensure that you maintain your hips nice and high so they're not collapsing down towards the floor. So we've pretty much got a straight line from your shoulders to your ankles or your heels. So slowly down and slowly up. There you have hot hands. This exercise is called a bridge. We're going to start lying face up on the floor. Your legs will be bent, feet flat on the floor, arms can rest on the floor beside you. You'll lift your hips as high as you can, squeezing the glutes as you do so. You can hold in this position, or if you want to increase the intensity, you can extend one leg out and keeping the knees in line with each other and maintain that position. To once again increase the intensity even further, we can lower that leg toward the floor so that both buttocks and your heel touch the floor lightly at the same time, lift back up. So we're keeping our hips level as we lower down and lift back up. A big squeeze in the glutes and slowly down. Once you've done one leg, then you will change sides and do the other. So there we have a bridge with a leg extension to increase the intensity. This exercise is a jumping jack or star jump in a plank position followed by a push-up. So we start in that high plank position, feet close together, head in line with your body and hips up so that your hips are in line with your shoulders and heels. So from this position we will jump our feet out to the side, ensuring we keep the core engaged, jump back in and push up. Then repeat. The benefit of this exercise is to work the core, so keeping the hips in that one position as you're jumping out to the side and back in, and whilst you're doing the push-up. There you have the plank with the star jump and then push-up. This exercise is a push-up and then rotating to the side into a side plank. It looks like this, starting in a push-up position. Keep your head in line with your body and a straight line from your shoulders to your heels, that is, keep your hips up. Perform your push-up, nose and chest toward the floor, and pushing back up. I'm going to rotate to the side, extend your arm directly up, and then repeat a push-up. Then rotate to the other side. There you have push-up into a side plank. This exercise is called a locust. We're going to start in a face down position on the floor. You'll take your arms to your side, head on the floor. And we're going to lift our head, shoulders, arms and legs whilst you engage your core. So we're just keeping our hips in contact with the floor. Keep that core engaged. Continue to breathe and hold that position. If you want to increase the intensity, you can bring your arms forward and then back, maintaining that position. And then lower down. And then repeat if you so desire. There you have the locust. This exercise is called a plank. I'm starting on my forearms and feet. I'm keeping a straight line in my body from my heels to my head. And I'm holding that position. If I want to increase the intensity, I can lift one foot. And to increase it further, I can lift the opposite arm. If you are lifting the limbs, then obviously the other side as well. Try to keep your body as level as possible in doing that. There you have a plank with the option to lift alternate limbs. This exercise is called a crunch. I'm going to start lying face up. My legs will be bent, my feet flat on the floor, my hands at my head. Try to keep your head in line with your body, and you're lifting your head and chest toward the ceiling. And then slowly lower. And lift. Slowly lower. Ensure you push your head into your hands. You're not pulling on your head. If you want to increase the intensity of that exercise, we can do what's called a bicycle crunch, where we take our elbow towards the opposite knee, alternating side to side. There we have a crunch with the option of doing a bicycle crunch. This exercise is called a Cobra. We're going to start in a lying face down position. You'll push the tops of your feet and your hips into the floor, and then push your hands into the floor as you lift your upper body and hold that position. To increase the intensity, you can lift your hands off the floor, continuing to push your hips and tops of your feet into the floor. Your sight is looking just ahead in front of you to the floor. You hold that position and then relax. There you have the Cobra.